Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to the first episode of the React Foundation series. In this series right here, we're going to be focusing on building an app with React. When I started on this React journey, I faced a lot of frustrations a lot of people have probably faced, which is that there are so many things to learn, and what you get is what's called in the community as JavaScript fatigue. So React is based on JavaScript, which means that we have to learn all the tools and ecosystems around JavaScript. And over the past few years, there's been a lot happening in the JavaScript community, both good and bad. The good stuff is that things are moving so fast. There's a lot of innovation going on. You can do all kinds of cool stuff in the browser now that you couldn't do before. But the bad part is because things are moving so fast, it's difficult to keep up. So when I embarked on this journey, I got, completely confused, like where to start. I mean, usually I build apps with Rails and you use a bit of jQuery and you use a bit of CoffeeScript or whatever, and you can make stuff pretty interactive. But as soon as you start having like a heavy JavaScript client, then generally it's better idea to, build something using something like Backbone or React. And now, just for example, like a couple of years ago, I built a project in Backbone, and now nobody's, I'm sure some people are still using Backbone, but it's not being talked about anymore. We're still maintaining that project. It's still serving the client. But now, everybody's talking about React. And, it's a whole new idea. It's, like some of the new concepts like JSX have come up. But it's not just React that we have to learn. It's the tooling that goes around React as well. For example, Webpack has now become the standard as the tool bundler. And in the Rails community, we've had that for a long time. It's just now the JavaScript community has started to embrace having this bundle system, very much like the Rails assets pipeline. And the problem is, yeah, sure, there's a lot of innovation, but there are no conventions and nobody has any opinion on how to do anything. So everybody's kind of like just going in their own direction, trying to build tools to make everything work. And so as a result, there are 50 build tools. I mean, that's an exaggeration, but you know what I mean. There's Grunt, Gulp, Webpack, which one do we use, right? How do you start? What I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to show you guys some of the cool stuff that other people have built using React. So if you haven't, I already showed you guys something that I've been building. I'm also now in the process of converting a lot of apps into React. So with the process of converting, I've learned a lot. What are the pitfalls? What are the pros and cons? What are the, how do I work around some of the problems that we had? And so I want to show you guys some of the cool stuff over here. If you head over to this builtwithreact.io, you will see that, there's a lot of really cool stuff being built here. Like WordPress.com's new UI is built using React. The Docker repository is built using React. So there's all kinds of cool stuff over here. And a lot of people are just kind of like jumping on to building stuff with React. And when I started building stuff with React, I loved it too. So now I'm kind of like addicted, I guess, but I've figured out a lot of the tools. I've come up with a lot of my own opinions on what works, what doesn't work. So in the upcoming series, it's going to be like, I don't know how many videos it's going to be. I think there's going to be a lot because we're going to build a really, really cool front end. Once we build the front end, we're going to start to connect it. Once we have something like we can touch and feel, we can look at, we're going to start to connect it to the Rails backend API. So you can expect a Rails API series coming up very soon. So I wanted to mention that, Codemy is a business, and, if you guys found this useful, feel free to head over to the member section of our site and subscribe, become a member. You are, definitely showing us support by doing that, and it keeps us going, keeps us producing more quality content. So that's going to wrap it up for this episode. I hope you guys liked it. And don't forget to like it on the YouTube site if you haven't already. And don't forget to subscribe to get updates for our upcoming episodes. So I'm going to make some episodes free in terms of the React Foundation series. And, the subsequent, as it gets more and more intricate, those are going to be for our members only. All right, so in the next episode, I'm going to be showing you guys how to generate a base project from scratch. We're not going to copy or use any generators. I'm going to show you guys from scratch. And the reason why we're doing that is because you guys need to understand how everything works together. Like, we're going to learn Webpack. We're going to learn what Webpack loaders are. We're going to learn what Webpack plugins are. So, a lot of content coming. Very excited about this series. And I hope you guys enjoy it as well. With that, I'm going to wrap it up, and I'll see you guys in the next one.